Peace and galactic Atlanteans. It's Shara the Goddess, and I'm back with another video. Alright, so I'm here to tell you this, chosen one. This is proof to know that if you are really about this life, or you just dipping and dabbing, one foot in, one foot out. This is proof to you that you are really not all the way in yet. This is proof. This is how you're gonna know. If you freeze up when triggers come up, that is proof that you haven't fully committed to who you truly are. Come on, you got to feel me on this. If you are still freezing up when triggers are showing up in your life, that means that you really don't believe everything that you say. And if this is you, it's cool, chosen one. But you have to remember that this is about executing. If you don't execute, you will remain on a 3D lower vibration. This means that you're still going to be stuck in the matrix. And this is about ascending. So in order to ascend, you have to know when triggers show up, you cannot freeze up. Because you're the chosen one. You can't be turning into the frozen one. So I'm here to tell you that when those shadows come about, and you already know what those shadows are, because you have been in these situations over and over, the same ones. When it come down to the things you don't like, the people you don't like, when fear presents itself, you know what those shadows are, whatever they may be. But you have to apply a method. You have to come up with a method that when these triggers show up, you know what you're supposed to do. Because if you are still allowing things to bother you or affect you, this means that these parasites can still interfere in your life. They can still play with your reality. And we are beyond that. This is spiritual. This is a spiritual time. So if you are still caught up in what society is presenting to you, or if you still are getting caught up in the same cycles, that means that you haven't fully activated. Well, you know what? You are activating, but you aren't allowing your activation codes to take you to the next level. Because you can get downloads all day. Us chosen ones, we get the downloads. We actually know what to do. But like I said, when this beast shows itself to you and you kind of back down from it, all you're doing is letting this beast parasite know that you aren't committed to, creating the new earth. You aren't committed to being that superhero for yourself, like you say. That's what that means. So you have to stop playing these games with yourself, because this is the only way that you're going to win. This is the only way you're going to get out of these karmic time loops that you have been in. So I'm here to tell you that the way that you know this, if this is you, chosen one, the way that you know is that, like I said, if you constantly are freezing up, if you are constantly, feel yourself getting backed into a corner and you just stand there feeling confused, because being confused and not having discernment, that's an energy signature. That's an energy signature that you're sending out. So when you send out the energy of confusion, or when you go to, let me give you an example. Let's just say if you are the type that are still, trying to get advice from third dimensional people in your life, you can't be doing that during this time, because you got to understand that majority of the people that you know are bots. They are attached to the 3D timeline. So going to them for advice, you got to know majority of the time they're not going to give good advice, because they are basically like, they are entrapped. They are tied to the beast. They can't help you ascend to these higher timelines, because their self is stuck in a 3D timeline. So if you go to somebody that you know in your life, trying to get advice from them, they can't help you. And besides, you have to learn to trust yourself. Your DNA is activating. You're getting the signals. So it's like, if you disregard those signals and you just feel like you still need advice on what to do from anybody, this is about going inward. Your spiritual journey is about you. If you're going to get advice from somebody, make sure that they are on your frequency. Make sure that they are spiritually awakened. Don't be getting advice from people that are still, like I said, they're bots. They still are programmed to what reality is presenting to them. And for a lot of chosen ones, like I said, like you know what to do. You know what to do because it's already within you. So if this is you, you have to learn to execute, come up with, I told y'all on another video, several videos, I said, when you feel triggers coming about, get excited. Get excited when you feel yourself going back into a downward spiral. Get excited about it, because in that moment, you are showing this parasitic beast that you have evolved. You are ready to stand face to face with what used to like get on your nerves, get you upset. Because we overstand that it's all an illusion anyway. But you have to be ready to take it to the next level. You got to be able to stand on what you say. Whatever you say, that's what it is. So when you come up with methods, when triggers come about, you're applying a system for yourself and you're gaining momentum. You're building your confidence. And the more you build your confidence and the more you build this momentum, the more your DNA will allow itself to release within you. The more and more that you do what you say you're going to do, because everybody can talk a good game. Everybody can say, oh yeah, today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But then as soon as somebody call your phone pissing you off, you find yourself falling for their BS. As soon as you see something that you don't like, you find yourself getting mad, getting triggered. As soon as you see something that's not going your way. So you got to learn that that's a part of that illusion that I was talking about. So you got to apply, you got to come up with something. Matter of fact, let me tell you this. You already know I just say you can get excited. That's one way. Since you are a chosen one, you are, like these superheroes. Let me tell you this. When you find yourself in situations, think about as if you were that superhero. Come up with your own pose. That's right. Come up with the pose. When you are in situations, come up with the pose. Come up with your own superhero pose. This sounds very playful, but it works. See, we got to stop taking this thing as if it's a joke. This is real life. You are who you are. Come up with your own pose. And when these triggers come about, do your pose. Stand there. Whether you do it in your mind or if you want to do it here in this physical realm, do your pose. Because what is happening is that you're breaking the algorithm. See, you're not allowing yourself to be like these so-called human beings out here. You're not no damn human being. You're the chosen one. That's what you are. You can't be acting. So, like I said, when things don't go your way, do your pose. And that is going to remind you of who you truly are. And then from there, you're going to know what to do, because your energy, your DNA will guide you. You got to understand it. This is the type of thing that's happening, right? This is end game. This is end game. This is about timeline jumping. We got to get back to our timeline. So you got to do what you got to do. So yeah, like I said, do a pose. Do something to remind yourself like of who you truly are. And then get your energy up. Smile about it. Laugh about it. Just don't get sunken into that spell, because it's all a spell. And the thing is this, if you're placing your eyes on it, you're listening to it, you're buying the stories of what reality is giving you, that means that you are being sunk, literally sunk into a spell. This is about breaking spells. This isn't a so-called time of, where I can't do that. I don't want people looking at me dip. Fuck all of that. Forget all of that. These people don't matter no more. They don't. They are residents of the beast. They live with the beast. They are in such, actually, let me tell you this. Even they actually want to be you. The people that you are, you feel like you can't do this and do that. Fuck all of that. Like I said, they are actually impressed. They just understand that they don't have the courage. This is why they are still stuck to the beast. They didn't have the courage. The non-ether black people that actually, the DNA was waking up within them, but they chose their side. They chose fear over their own godhood. They suffering the most. So when you do you're showing them that could have been them. But they chose their side, whether it was this lifetime or the last lifetime or whenever. So you can't allow these distractions or what people think or how you can't do that. You got to stand on this. This is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. This ain't something that you just do 1 minute, then the next minute you turn it off. No. These parasites are always watching. I told y'all this. They are always watching, even when you think they're not. You got to understand that the auras that is around you on a magnetic level, you the main star of the show. So you can't be folding and freezing up every time so-called triggers or fear come about. We the Atlanteans. Atlantis is here. You must know this. So I just wanted to put this message out there to you to let you know that it's time to activate. It's time to activate so you can ascend. So let me go ahead and get out of here. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you scroll down, check out more videos. If you're new to the channel, I want to say much love to you, because you definitely have made the right move. We in this thing together. We going up. We going up. Atlantis is here. Our ancestors are here. Planet X is here. Get on the train. Let's ride this thing out, y'all. Anyway, till the next time, it's Shabba the Goddess. Take care of yourself. I'm out. Peace.